Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to start off giving all honor, glory, and praise and worship to our power. BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Hey, double honor to our apostle, our elders, great millstone, who will teach you on sound doctrine, strong shalom to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large multitude of men and children, that the Lord have mercy on these last days. All right, your humble servant, Kadash, representing Jim, that's branch here in Cleveland. Lord willing to bring out edifying lesson through the spirit of power, Yahawashi shot. Salaki, I'm a little under the weather, but hey, through the spirit just hopped on me, man. I'm sitting here watching movies, but the spirit just hopped on me. And the title of this lesson is His Fall is Being Televised, just like ours was, but bigger. And the reason why I say bigger, not because he's bigger than us, but it's being televised on a bigger scale because of technology and the Urim and the way the world has access to view things in the world now. So his fall is being televised on a bigger scale, okay? And because he also at a point in his remember he was blessed by Isaac, and so by him being blessed by Isaac, he received what? The fatness of the earth. So his fall is going to be greater than ours was, because only one nation of people in the entire world has ruled the entire globe. There's only going to be two rulers. All right, the wicked was going to rule first, and then the Lord is going to purge out the wicked, and the righteous is going to be set up, and they're going to never be taken out the way. And that's what we're getting ready to transition into, the righteous kingdom of Yahawah, Yahawashi being established on the earth. Okay, so his fall is going to be greater than ours, because we fell according to the known world in the so-called Western, so-called Middle East, in the Eastern Hemisphere. But Esau's blessing is over the fatness of the earth. So he literally, the Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not where, who is he? So the wicked governs the earth right now. So therefore, because he governs the earth, his fall is going to be greater than ours. But it's also what? Being televised, man. It's also being televised. Okay? The whole entire world, the whole entire globe is watching the fall of the devil. Is watching the fall of Shaitan, or and his physical counterpart, Esau, Edom, man. The whole world is watching it. Okay? And matter of fact, see, we are Hebrew Israelites. We speak Hebrew, and through the spirit, we chant this place down. But you also, too, have the nations chanting this place down in their form, man. Okay, they're chanting this place down, saying, I'm not going to say it, but for the sake of the video, but you know what they're saying. You have videos of people over there, the one chick talking about, we need you over here. We need the Israelites back in their homeland, etc. The whole world is tired of this horde, man. And that's why eventually, like the prophecies say, they're going to shoot ICBM missiles at this place, man. Because everybody's fed up with the beast. Everybody's fed up with the horde, man. That rideth upon that beast. Her politics, her militant mindset, and her abominable her actions, man. Her abominable mind. So her fall, this beast, which is NATO and the EU. All right, NATO represents the military side. The EU represents the political side, the financial side, right? That beast, that horde that ride up upon that beast is the red, white, and blue, which in modern in ancient time, the Edomites' capital was known as Basra. The modern day Basra is the red, white, and blue, man. Okay, it's the capital of the whole world, which is why they have the IMF in Washington, D.C., man. Okay, the International Monetary Funds, man. Okay, so with that being said, the whole world is yearning for righteousness. Matter of fact, a bunch of precepts are starting to come to my mind. Let's like we just rolling through the spirit, right? Hey, shalom, Maki, how about Shem Shabbat? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna hold your precept on deck. Hold on, I'm gonna get this real quick. This is it's like it. I ain't tripping. Let's get oh, yeah, all right, that's what I want. Let's get this real quick. All right, this is Proverbs. All right, this is Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So why is the whole world in anguish right now? Why is the whole world in mourning right now? Because the wicked, because the wicked rule right now, man. Okay, when you just one more to link with that, Sirach chapter 10 and 1, it says, wise judge will instruct his people. Esau doesn't instruct his people. He destroys them because he's greedy and he can never be satisfied. It says, in the government of a prudent man is well ordered. He has no order. This is the place without any order. Matter of fact, let me read that real quick before I continue. Just to warm us up. This is Job 10 and 21. Job 10 and 21, before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. This is that low valley. This is that place of darkness. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order. This is the place without any order. And where the light is as darkness, things that are right are left, and the things that are left are right. Okay, one more to prove that. Psalms 144. You go to verse 8 or 11. This is Psalms 144 and 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. So their right hand is the right hand of falsehood, man. Everything they speak right, so-called, is supposed to be righteous in the eyes and the ears of men, is actually it's for your destruction. When they say peace and safety, then comes sudden destruction. Okay, because they right is actually upside down, or their up is actually upside down, and their right is actually left. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon 2, we know how to get it, but they're clean contrary to the ways of the Lord, man. Okay, so it says, Sirach 10 and 1 again, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. So showing you that this man doesn't fit this criteria. Let's keep going. What criteria do he? What status does he meet? As the judge of the people is himself. What is the state of the people? We just read it, Proverbs 29 and 2. That they're in mourning. Okay, everything that's contrary to life is prosper in this society. Everything that's of death is winning, man. Okay, the black culture is death. Okay, the entertainment is death. All right, the people mindsets is death. The relationships is death. The politics is death. The GOV is death. All right, the philosophies and doctrine they push is death. The food is death. The air is death. You know, it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. You see, so the people, how the people think is how the judge of the people are. Okay, this is why the people is mad. This is why the people is moving like they're moving, because of the government that's set up, the elites that are set up. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So yeah, man. So this is the state of the people. This is the condition of the battle. Why? Because the ones that are wicked are in control right now. Okay, but again, going back to the title, his fall is being televised, baby. His fall is being televised, right? In the face of the world. You got something called, let's go here, man. You got something called let's do it like this. You got something called like, look at this, man. Like if you got something called a debt clock. You have a U.S. debt clock, man. Okay, this is This is a small example of his fall being televised, because eventually, what this does is, the more debt you collect, the more you're going to have to force the people's hand, and what that does is that puts people in an uncomfortable position when you got them so comfortable. When you take the rug up underneath a multitude of people all at one time, it's going to stir things up. This is what they want, but they don't want it to the degree of being overtook. That's why they're going to have to implement certain FEMA camps in different regions and different zones to combat and control the uproar. See, but at the same time, what's so beautiful about it is that YAHAWASHI, this is his movie. He wants the chaos. He wants the order. He's the true author of order out of chaos, man. He's the one that want the chaos to happen. So because what's eventually going to happen, you are going to be overtaken. See, you don't think you're going to be overtaken. You got like the movie I'm watching now, right? I'm rewatching the series of Maze Runner, this series, right? I'm on the second one, right? Well, I'm on the third one. Just got done with the second one. They long as hell, but yo, at the end of all these movies, the sun scorched the place. It was some type of fire, and then all the buildings is knocked down, etc. And then here come everybody else emerging to the like, no, bro. The movie 2012. It always ended the world movies. You have it where Esau is some way, somehow finding a way to survive and continue humanity, man. That's not going to happen. Why? Because your fall is being televised right before the face of the world, man. You know, this is Revelation 18, and I'm gonna hold this on deck. And because, like I said, the title of this lesson, your fall is being televised just like ours was. Because what happened to us was, before we continue, let me get like one precept, two precepts. When you go to Deuteronomy, what's that, 32? And 12, 13, let me see. Yeah, 12. It says, so the Lord alone did lead him, and there was no strange power with him. He made him ride on the high places of the earth, that he might eat the increase of the fields. And he made him to suck the honey out of the rock and oil out of the flinty rock. You see, who's this talking about? You see, it's talking about Jeshurun, which is Israel. But Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. Thou art waxing fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook the most high power which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. You see, they provoked him to jealousy, stirring God with abominations provoked they him to anger. So this is talking about Israel when you go to it, right? You know what I'm saying, starting at the top verse all the way down to where I read at. It says, verse 9, for the Lord's portion is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. So that's the context. So the Lord put us on a high place at one point in time. Example of that would be Solomon's reign, right, for 40 years. Okay, to give us an example of how the kingdom is going to be in terms of that peace and everything that came with it. So at one point in time, we were at a royalty status throughout the different generations, but also what combated that was the imprisonments under each nation. See, that was the way the Lord televised our fall. Okay, because they talk about the fall of men. Okay, the sons of God fell. That was us. Okay, and everybody know about this. You have stories in every nation and every culture talking about the fallen gods. All right, talking about the flood and talking about our story just in their own way. Okay, so that's how our fall was televised. It was televised through the stories that was passed down from generation to generation, from the things that was seen from the elderly, okay, of those different nations and cultures. And our fall is also was televised. And if you link it up to modern day time, you got museums, you got slave movies, you got different things. You had history books that showed us and as captives and low and in base, and they had the Edomites up top. So everybody know about chattel slavery. The whole world know about what happened to us, man. Okay, when you go to do Daniel, it tell you that. What's that? Let me go to Daniel. I don't know why I didn't finish the word. It tells you that in Daniel. Let me see if I can find that real quick. What I'm thinking about. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Cause the point taken is until I remember what scripture I was trying to think. The point is that the whole world has seen our downfall, man. Okay, so but the best part about it is your downfall, Esau, is going to be bigger than ours because everybody has the internet. Everybody has access. Everybody has access to smartphones, and everybody has access to some form of device where they can see what's going on in the world. That's why everybody knew about the so-called Kyrie situation and the Kanye situation, and everybody know what a Karen is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving different examples. Everybody know what the NBA is. Everybody know what this or that is. You see, because the influence that the Urim and the Thummim, which is the internet, that unicorn has on the world, man. Even in poor areas, you have some way, somehow, some access to the internet, man. Some way, somehow. So your downfall, Esau, we're gonna get that in Revelation. We got that on deck. I just pulled it up. Your downfall, your fall is going to be bigger than ours was. You see, because ours was according to the known world at the time. But here you are, you have control of the entire globe from east to west. So you have more people on earth because the judgment is about to come, and you have more people on the earth because we spread across the world. You see? Yeah, you have them condensed into cities, okay? But outside of that, yeah, you have them condensed to cities, but outside of that, we're all over the world, man. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Daniel 9 and 12. And he have confirmed his words, the Wadi Habashim. He have confirmed his words, which he spake against us. Right. He confirmed our fall. If we didn't obey him and listen to him, we were going to fall. He was going to turn his face from us, meaning his power, away from his essence, away from us. And we're going to be what? We were going to discontinue from our heritage. You see? So that's what the Lord is saying. He confirmed his word. He confirmed his word, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem. So the whole world, if nobody else have went through what we went through, that means that it was so bad that even leading up today, how Jake think, it was so bad that that nothing was done like this unto another nation but unto us. So that means that if something so tragic like that, you would eventually it's going to come to light, even if one don't know. All nations know what happened to us. It tell you that in Psalms 80, 82, Psalms 83. You know what I'm saying? These nations are in an alliance. All right, they're in an alliance with each other. They have the NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Okay, they have different organizations, the secret societies, and these organizations, they come together. The European Union, which was known before the European Union, which was the EEC, European Economic Committee, right? Which was when they came back into power, man. Okay, in Revelations 13, you know what I'm saying? So they form alliances, okay? They form alliances against you, Jake. That's why they have these different official meetings and all that. You don't find an Israelite there, man. Okay? But anywho, so just to show you our fall, just on a quick show, I just wanted this to be quick. And your fall is going to be televised as well, man. When you go to Revelations 18, you go to Revelations 18. All right. Now, YAHAWASHI, he's gonna matter of fact. All right, so let's start at 7. Revelation 18, 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. Right? And this is what we're seeing now. We're seeing the process of her cup being filled double. Her sins have reached unto heaven. So she's her double portion that she's gonna get is destruction from ICBM missiles. That's the end result. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said from her heart, I said a queen and am no widow, and she shall see no she shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord power, YAHWASHI, who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. What would they say? For when they shall see the smoke of her burning. So the whole world at one point is going to see the end result of your downfall, which means that they're seeing the start of your downfall also. Okay, it says standing afar off for the fear of her torment. So right, the judgment, saying alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for 1 hour is thy judgment come. You see, so they're gonna see with their own eyes, man. All right, they're gonna see with their own eye. They're seeing with their own eyes from different examples, man. Going into let me see. This is another example of your fall being televised. Let me type this in. What determines? I never typed this in. Let's just see what come up. What determines an end of a kingdom? Let's see what Google gives us. All right. Man, what determines the end of a kingdom? Uh, they're not giving us. They keep going into something else. They're trying to divert it. Let's see. Let me see. Signs that a kingdom is falling. 7 signs of a falling nation. Oh my god, I didn't click this. This is some church shit. Uh, all right, let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. Let's see what signs they got. Bear with me. Oh my god. One, they not giving us nothing. You know, it's okay. It's okay. You know, but another way you could tell that you could see they fall is because their military is so stretched so thin. Just what happened in Rome. You know, they stretch their military real thin. You know what I'm saying? Because the red, white, and blue, they have the strongest military, but they don't have the biggest military. It was the strongest military because of their weaponry, okay, and their control and dominance over the world. But they don't have the biggest, like you know what I'm saying. They don't have nearly as many people as China alone. You know what I'm saying? So, but they giving us some boot BS, man. Signs. Let me try Empire. Maybe they give us something like that. If not, then it's cool. Let's see. Let's see. So like it. Let's see. Bear with me. They're not. I mean, oh, they're giving us some bullshit, man. Said third, government corruption, which we already know is happening in the red, white, and blue. You know what I'm saying? Um, I wanted some straight. I wanted some straight like answers though, man. Five factors have almost invariably been involved in the loss of civilian. It says what causes the downfall of empires, uncontrollable population movements, new epidemics, sicknesses, falling states leading to increased warfare, collapse of trade routes. What happens before an empire falls? The water, the brother posted the etymology of uh, GMS Royale. It says etymon. It says word televised says broadcast via television. The word broadcast in the Marine Webster dictionary, the word broadcast says to make widely known, scatter over a broad area. Right. So scatter over a broad area. And that's what the Lord is doing. He's scattering the uh to the world who you devils really are. You see? He's giving the world uh uh the real you, man. Or he's lifting up your skirt, man. All right. He's lifting up your skirt and he's revealing to the whole world who you are, man. This is Isaiah 37. And one come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit in the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, right? The Lord is going to bring you low, virgin, because you haven't been touched with you know what I'm saying, you know, armies invading the area and so forth and so forth, man. This place, you don't see other military bases on the American soils, man. It says, take the millstone, grind the mill, uncover thy locks, make it bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. So the Lord is televising, he's making known, you know what I'm saying, your fall, man. The whole world is seeing who you really are. The wicked is being exposed, man. Okay? But the wicked is being exposed, man. This is Second Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, I was trying to type it in, but I just had to go to it. The Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. See, our fall away was televised. You see, it had to be a falling away first for the Israelites. Okay, it had to be a falling away first for the Israelites. Okay, and now your fall is being televised, man. Okay, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right? Who what opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called power or that is worship. so that he as power sitteth in the seat, sitteth in the temple of power, showing himself that he is power. You see? So just like we say a falling away had to happen first, the sons of God, as I mentioned earlier, we had to fall away. And that story is told in different cultures and generations. All right, from generation to generation. It talks about that, man. Okay. And as well, like I said earlier, as well as all our stories like the flood and our deliverance and different stories they put into their own cultures. Those are our stories and our history, man. You know, people either took them or well, all nations took our history and came up with their own form of it, because our we have a vast history and we have a great history. All right, yeah, we fell, we was in captivity through each nation, but that was all just to get to this point, man. Okay, that was all just to get to this point, and that point is to what? Is to bring Pharaoh down, man. That point is to bring Pharaoh down. This is Romans 9. That's all it is, man. And so we can learn both sides of the spectrum to be good, proper judges, man. Okay, this is Romans 9, and let's, let's go straight to the point. It says 16. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the Scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. See, that's why the Lord allowed you niggas to come over here and do what you did to the western side of the world, so that the whole globe can grasp the power of YAHAWASHI, man. Okay? Because, yeah, the Lord showed his judgments in one part of the world, but he's about to show it all over the world to the four corners, man. He's about to show great signs. He's showing great signs and wonders. Okay? You have, what is it? You got the grocery stores being empty, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the uproars of the people. You got famines, you got earthquakes, you got plagues, you got pestilence, man. You got all these different things happening on the earth. And that's the Lord showing his hand, man. He's visiting the world in which he made. Okay, in the world which you govern right now. All right, showing you that you have no control, man. Even if you do have heart machines and then you make your own snow, and you know what I'm saying, you have your own you make your own dams and rivers, and it doesn't matter, man. You know, just like Antiochus, you know, everybody before you, your forefathers, you thought you could get around the judgment of the Lord, and you can't, man. All right. This is again, so 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 3 again. So it says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So that's who we dealing with, man. His fall is being televised, man. He look, bro. Everybody know. I heard watching the Apostle. He was like, "Yeah, but this is by far the worst presidency they ever had, man." And we already know that. Okay, look at so again, look at the state of your king, man. And we know that presidents are not the kings. Like presidents, like for example, Daniel. When you go to Daniel chapter 8, Daniel was a president during that time. Okay. Let me just go there real quick. Daniel was he was a president during this time, and we know that. Please, the last verse. It says, "And I, Daniel, fainted and was sick certain days. Afterward, I rose up and did the king's business." See, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. He was a president at this time, but he still had to report to a king, just like Sleepy Creepy Joe and all these different presidents come in office. That's why you have to go to who? When they go to England, they give reverence to who? The Queen. See, the Queen, because they have to answer to somebody. Just even though they're the president, they still got to go answer to someone. so Sleepy Creepy Joe, he's doing the king's business. All right, everything is coming from England. All right, and you know, London. You know, this is the capital, but they're doing the king's business. So that's why you also see a lot of different things happening in prophecy's sake, man. A lot of like again, these countries that's aligned with NATO and EU and all that, man. They're starting to turn the head and to the side and give you that squinting eye, talking to the red, white, and blue. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're seeing now. You're seeing their allies go starting to say things and do different things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen articles. I can't remember the titles, but you have articles going into that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, man, his fall is being televised, bro. So this why? Because it's the power of the Lord. It's for the same way he raised Pharaoh up, he's raising you up. Okay? And the saying in the world goes, the bigger you are, the harder you fall, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put that, but bigger from the title. His fall is being televised just like ours was. I just gave a couple examples of how ours was televised. If you need to see it visually, you already know how it was televised visually. Uh, just type in slaves. When you type in slaves and you throw the images, all you're gonna see is us. You know what I'm saying? All you're gonna see is us. This is us being televised. All right, we our fall was televised, man, and it's still being televised. So your cup that you drunk is the Lord's gonna reward you double, man. He's gonna give you a double portion, and the whole world is gonna see your fall, your demise, man. You see, the whole world is gonna see your demise too, man. Okay, just like they saw ours, but this time this time is gonna be bigger because we didn't have when this happened to us. Yeah, it happened over here on the western side too. You know what I'm saying? But that's before this land was filled with multitude of people, and then you got the other land masters and so forth, man. It's so many people in the world now. Okay, so it's gonna be a greater deliverance. That's it's gonna be a greater judgment. See that now? Think about how the Lord felt about you now, punk. You know. So hey, like ours was televised, your fall is being televised. All the world see you as you a loser. The whole world see you a loser. Everybody calling you out, even your own people. That's why I mentioned earlier. You got something called Karens. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got all different terms for you now, man. Now you becoming bywords and proverbs and bywords, man. You know what I'm saying? Your name is being slandered in the media now, man, from all countries. They got their own media outlets and they're slandering you now, man. You know? Hey, so your fall is being televised, man. You got the weak saying they strong. You got different countries talking on media outlets and calling you out, man. You a damn loser, man. I can't believe we let you be at this fucking. You know what I'm saying? They calling you out, man. Hey, and that's your fall being televised because the moment the people around you start to rebel against you and come against you, okay, that means they're subject, they liable to plot against you. They're liable to come up with plans to overtake you. That means you have what? No control over the people no more. You've lost control because why? We'll close with this. I didn't want to make this long, but it's all good. Second Edges, something quick with the spirit. 6 and 9. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." You see, so at some point you had to have at some point your end was going to start to have to manifest itself into reality, man. Okay? At some point, man. I think the brother posted that Joe for me. Yeah, I get this since he posted that Joe on her. GMS Zarayala, Job 20 and 5. "Let the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment." Verse 6, "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach unto the clouds." 7, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he? Right. And then get one more. Also, what Yahawashi said, This is Luke 10:18. He said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. You see, you have an end. This is Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou uh, For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High, I will sit also upon the mountain of the congregation in the sides of the north, which is Israel. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Right. For somebody to say that, that means they're viewing your conditions. Like, damn, at first, that means they see where you are now and where you was. It says, because when you read in the stories, you often read that how nations, like when you go in the book of what's that, either Judges or Joshua, I think it was Joshua, when you're dealing with Rahab, the harlot. Let me just fact check that real quick, because like the first couple chapters, because when she hid the two spies, in Joshua, and she hid the two spies, and what did she say to them? We know you. She said, we know you. You know what I'm saying? We fear you, your power. We know what y'all did, what your power did when you came out of Egypt and so forth, man. So at one point the nations feared us. I did a lesson on that. And then now I'm gonna tell you in Lamentations, they hiss at us. They wag their head, smack the, smack the lips, like these niggas. These are the, you know what I'm saying? So, but they're doing that to you now. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point, they knew we was glorious. Shit is evident how we dominated everything in today's time, even at our lowest condition. Jake find a way. If any other nation would have been in our position, in our shoes right now, they would have folded, man. They would have fucking folded, man. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdom? So yeah, they're gonna see, they're looking upon you. And like, damn, this nigga, this was him the whole time? You know what I'm saying? That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings and nations, even all of them lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of the grave like a abominable branch, and as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit. It says, as a carcass trodden under feet, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. You're not going to ever go back into that rulership status. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Because why? Because you just overtake everything like you do. You try to go to another planet, destroy that planet, you move to the next. That's why you're so-called trying to go to Mars, and you're talking about Pluto and this. Man, shut up, man. It says, for I will rise up against them, said Yahawah Shah, Tazabawah, or Tazabawah, which means Yahweh of armies, which is what Lord of hosts means. And cut off from Babylon the name. See, cut off from Babylon the name, remnant, son, nephew, said Yahawah Shah. I will also make it a possession for the bitter and pools of water. I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, which is the Mycenaean missile, said Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahweh of Tazabawah, man. So hey man, your fall is being televised just like ours was. Okay. And the whole world is seeing your fall, man. They're calling you out on your BS. Okay. They're calling you out on your BS. They're standing strong. They're fighting back. Okay. And when that happens, that means the kingdom is weak. That means the authority is no longer there. Okay. So hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory, infinite praise and worship to again Yahawah, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. The honors again to our apostle, Elder the Great Millstone, rule well, teacher, and sound doctrine, strong, shalom, to the old elect. Bless the Lord, to memory of children of the Lord, have mercy on Walk like a ball, a Bible ball, DTA soon, soon. What I precept, shalom.